Greetings all. This is Mackie Conscious with another one of my views and opinions. This one is in particular a response to a particular entertainer, and I must say one of my favorite entertainers. Before me call his name, this artist, we love the man works. We love his songs. He have lyrical content, he have style, he have presentation, he have everything to do with, you can see the epiphany of a dancehall Bob Marley. This artist, he have it. I'm going to declare, the name is Mr. Vegas. My presentation here is not to be disrespectful, to be derogative, but more for an assistance of Mr. Vegas, because all of us at some time in our life need help. There's a thing called marginal utility. After marginal utility, it brings diminishing returns. If you climb up on a mountain and you go to the peak of the mountain, there's only one other place to go, is down the other side. And I'm going to say to Mr. Vegas, Mr. Vegas went on social media and he posted, first of all, he posted something directly, copied my pictures from my Facebook page, Mackie Conscious, my name, you look it up. He copied my picture from my Facebook page, he copies them and he made a direct post in his account about me joining what you call, I'm a part of Team Pedophile. Mr. Vegas in particular has been derogative to a man called Mr. Handsome. I don't know Mr. Handsome. I saw him in plays and videos and he's very funny. He made his contribution. Whatever Mr. Handsome is, Mr. Vegas has posted that he's pedophile, or arguments that he probably went to jail, he probably is what is what. Mr. Vegas has labeled him, tagged him for all of us to see, to be aware of him. There is nothing wrong with that. We need to do the same for all other pedophiles. The same needs to be done to all of them so we are aware of them and we can protect our children from them. There is nothing wrong with that. Mr. Vegas has been made in consistent posts about this man. And I learned something yesterday for the first time. That attack that Mr. Vegas attacked me, it was simply because what he posted about this man over the weekend, I only asked, and my question was not being directed to Mr. Vegas, it was directed to the fans that were posting negatively against the man as well. I said, he who is without sin, let him cast the first stone, which was not directed to Mr. Vegas. I was talking about the general populace that was posting along with Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas took it up. He was not disrespectful to me. He used a lot of indecent language, of course, that is our language. We only call it indecent. All these colorful words, me Rasta fi trim man, me no represent, and me I got giant Team Pedophile to anybody. Now when I read through some of his stuff, I realized what he was saying. Anybody that is not in agreement to what he is saying is a part of Team Pedophile. So he put me in his condemnation basket. Now I want to advise Mr. Vegas. There's a thing called feebleness of intellect. And Mr. Vegas is displaying feebleness of intellect. I was proud of Mr. Vegas. He went to the university and he got some degree. I'm happy for him. As a matter of fact, I've known more about Mr. Vegas than Mr. Vegas know about me. The inception of Mr. Vegas into this music industry came through Byron Murray, a friend of mine. He probably don't know I used to be at In the Street. Sagglehead, who died, my bona fide virgin, best friend me ever have, Saggle. He and I used to be with Byron Murray promoting Mr. Vegas I was one who took Mr. Vegas records and helped boss Mr. Vegas, and me never see credit nor pay. Mr. Vegas is a youth to me. So that in the early beginnings, all along this line and this time, Mr. Vegas remain up to this time my favorite, one of my favorite artists, and this will not change it. Mr. Vegas was up to this time my favorite blogger. I listen to him, he make a lot of sense in a lot of stuff. Even when they threw him off, I call Usher him out, I even did a song about it, defending Mr. Vegas. Now to hear Mr. Vegas got to the point where he starts to display that his intellect is feeble, it means that what he went to the university for, it has done nothing for him. Because he has now become an embarrassment to the university he went. He now possesses inconsistent mannerism by being also disrespectful to the Prime Minister. Because the Prime Minister took a picture with a Jamaican, you are belittling the Prime Minister to take a picture with a Jamaican, Mr. Handsome. Mr. Handsome, irrespective of his background, like yourself, Mr. Vegas, is a Jamaican. There are many standard classes of Jamaican that when you go where the Prime Minister is, he never asks you for your credentials. You don't drag the Prime Minister in that kind of dirt. Don't do that, Mr. Vegas. You should know better than that. It's not a representative of your academic achievement. And it tells that you fall in the line of some of the persons who have academically achieved, but your intelligence have not grown. How could you drag the Prime Minister to take a picture? Prime Minister take picture with all kind of people, lesbian, faggots, Christian, Muslim, Jews, whoever it is, Chinese. He has a right because he is our servant, not our master. Each kind of people in Jamaica vote for Andrew Holness or his party. You don't put the Prime Minister in the gutter, Mr. Vegas. Remember this, I'm not being derogative to you. I am putting some things in perspective. And at the end of it, I'm going to tell you where you need some help. When I made this comment, I did not attack Mr. Vegas, but Mr. Vegas picked it up. Why? It wasn't an attack. It was just a comment. I asked the question, why is Mr. Vegas being so much on this man? Because he has been doing it for a period of time. We as Jamaicans, we need to get into the mold of helping people who are down to come up. If Mr. Vegas licked down Mr. Handsome already so many times and hold him down under your foot, why are you still tackling him who is on the ground below you? Do you know what you are doing? The greatness that you are doing for Mr. Handsome is what you did for me over the weekend. You know? Thousands of people are sending Facebook messages to me. Hundreds of people are calling me about what you say about me. Hundreds of people are running into my Facebook page wanting to be a member. People are searching me out on Google to see who I am. Your thousands of fans are now following me on my Instagram page. Do you realize that you have promoted me? Now tell me, how many times you speak about Mr. Handsome, the pedophile, according to you, that you are promoting? Why are you promoting a pedophile, Mr. Vegas? Every single time you speak about Mr. Handsome, you promote him. Do you know what more dangerous than that you are doing? You are focusing and zooming in on Mr. Handsome that you have already caught. That you have put yourself in a position for many other pedophiles to join your team. Stand behind you, and you don't know them like how the Prime Minister don't know everybody in Jamaica. And they are with you in your group. It is possible that they are there with you supporting what you are saying, and they are pedophile too. You remove the focus from the others because they now join you to target one particular man who you have already caught. When a man is down, move on to the other man. You are not saying anything else about anybody else, my brother. If you took up what I say, does it mean that there is something about you that what that I say affects you? The kind of style, psychology tells you that the people that speak loud and a point usually have something that they are guilty about. I'm not saying you are. Mr. Vegas, every man, including me and you, and all the other fans of yours have a dark corner, you know. We were not caught. My mother sent me to school and I school. She just a go hear and now say me say it, you know. My mother raised me in a Christian home and me do things outside of Christianity, you know. I hear you being disrespectful and derogative to people and their religion. Do you know that religion is belonging to each person? If a man believe in God, that a him choice, you know. If a man don't believe in God, a him choice too, you know. There are certain things that a man does that affect another person, and we all should come together and defend it so it not affect another person. But when a man is caught, move on to the next man and make we catch a hold of them. You're opening a thing where you're causing people. Let me tell you something. It is not the amount of followers that you have that make you important, you know. It is the one. Crowd not tell you say you do right thing. Crowd no mean say you're doing the right thing, you know. It's not the size of your crowd and the noise that they make that say you do a good show, you know. Either you do a good show or you don't do a good show. That make you do a good show, you know. You have a crowd of people following you and agreeing with you. The size of the people follow you and agree with you don't mean say you're genuine, you know. Because you find more ungenuine people where they call fans. It take that one single one that can step out of the box and say, boss, you're not doing the right one. I don't normally like them man they, you know. But those are your best friend. You get what I say? It's not how loud the noise is. We used to see people go at some fest, you know, and mash up the place, so to speak. And it's after the show. Me get to understand that them buy ticket for a particular set of people. Then you get paid and you buy 200 more ticket. And you know about that too, you know, Mr. Vegas. You know about that too, you know. Them buy ticket for 200 more people for coming with them lighter and then gas torch. And when they go up on stage and sing foolishness, the fans then blow torch and then hit the glean of the newspaper Sunday morning. So they mash up the place. Me and you know that in the entertainment business, you know. You in particular, Mr. Vegas, me see you do one show down a dump up beach one time. And you flop, you know. But you make the gleaner. You made the gleaner that you did a great show. It wasn't true. But we know the business go. But other than that, you have the talent. You have this great talent and you can surpass all of that. So no big deal with that. You see, I want to get to the point where I have help for you, Mr. Vegas. Because I'm not there to push you down. First of all, if girly is who he means, get help for him. Come out of your mole of sinking girly and stop promoting and make we get the people in your camp to start identify themselves if them would be behind it on your Facebook page or some of them as well. But you need to get rid of them too. Come out and support you 100 times. Let us get together and find a pedophile them and send them to prison. And rehabilitate them, not even prison, because prison ain't rehabilitate nobody. Me hear things about you, you know, but me not support it and me not follow it because me not know if it's true. I me not post negative about people, me post positive. Any man down, me try to lift them up. So Mr. Vegas, go sit down in a mirror. Which by you there in your blogging, you reach marginal utility. Go sit down and reassess yourself, reassess your things. And see if you go down or you go up. Sit in the mirror and look at yourself, me do it every day. Analyze yourself and see if you're wrong. Me no need no apology because you don't do me nothing. You have done me nothing at all. Because all that you have said about me, I take them with a smile. I don't get upset about what people say about me. Because upset is not what they say, is how you take it. Me I say this to you as a youth and me care about. As a youth and me think you are going down a slope. a slippery slope. I listened to your blog yesterday. Personally, decided to listen to it. As a matter of fact, I went to one you've said yesterday was nonsense to me, and I'm surprised. You're going down a slope. I took the liberty to go on Mr. Handsome page the first time. I am surprised that the man has so much fans. One suit the man put on, one pink suit, like he go somewhere. First me look on his page, because it's not on mine. First me just take it for search him out, and when me look at the man in his suit alone and the thousands of people that click like, the thousands of people that just comment, then me start to search through and see some of the things. I don't read and listen to everything. I was just looking at the amount of likes. This man is popular like you. So why you make the man more popular for? You will lose popularity if you target your popularity along the wrong lane. Find Mr. Handsome, find help for him. Find the means and ways if he need help. And let us find the others. Do the right thing, Mr. Vegas. Me not there to tear you down, me there to build you up. Because I do it already, behind your back, and you don't know. Elevate yourself, go look back on the things them that you are doing and where you're reaching it, and don't make your education make you be derogative to anybody else. Because everybody got school, but somebody always come last. All doctor too. Doctor go to university, somebody come last in a class. Enough people pay for degree and diploma. That don't make you nothing. The school you go don't make you nothing. What makes you is how you come out and what you do with what you learn. So if you learn everything and you come out and you don't make valuable use of it, better you never go. Now brag upon your academic achievement, brag upon what you are able to produce. That is what makes the next generation move. Mr. Vegas, like you as an artist, I always remain. But as a bragger, me no longer like you as a blogger. Humility is key. I watch you show them and me will always do. Humble yourself, man. You reach to one point where you cannot afford to go below where you were. Do a second analysis. Stop tear down people and start build up people. Anybody that is down, arm and build them up, and that me I do for you right now. You need help, Mr. Vegas. You could have been molested too, like many other children. You could have been hurt by many other children too. Your children could have been hurt. Me know you get hurt in some girl situation that was on the internet. Me no post it nowhere neither. That are your personal business. Go and look into yourself. And me I say this to every man, make we analyze yourself and see where we there, we are Jamaican, make we start help one another. If a man go to prison, no condemn him. But you doing time and then come back and he still there in time in paying penalty. When a man paying penalty, no drag him, help him, bring him out and make him not do it again. Prison no rehabilitate nobody, or people rehabilitate people. Make we show people certain kind of love like what me show you right now, Mr. Vegas. Me not cuss you. Me not say nothing bad about you. Me not be derogative because you're a great artist. Focus on one different line of thinking, my boss. Focus on a line of helping because you can fall to, you know. I sing one song named What If. Remember that? But when supposed to promote me to within the time of you, you know. I was right there beside you, you never know it. You used to distribute my records as well. It was you and me never grudge you. I'm still proud of you up to now. Probably if you never go through, it would have me. They were trying with you before me, you know. But you get through. Them focus on you. So my brother, the opportunity that you get in life, it's not too much money you got that will make you nothing. It's your legacy while you're dead left. What you have contributed to this society that people can talk about. If you reach the top of the line and the last thing you do is worse than the first thing you do, the last thing our people are going to remember you final, not the first. That's why I'm going to look on dead people in a casket. Because I know I remember them so. I remember you for the greatness that you were. Careful how you choose to live your lifeline, Mr. Vegas. Don't be at the top and use ego, use pride, and be disrespectful or discriminative to anyone else. We're equal, my brother. We have life, and the only thing we do after life is death. Brother, keep wish party upon a high. You say heads high, keep your heads high, because if you continue on that trajectory, you can destroy yourself. You can destroy yourself. And I say to you one more time, identify the people among you that are falsely your fans that agree with everything you say. discussion and dialogue is objective, it is positive and negative. Some of the time the most negative things that is going to make you do the most positive. Listen to the people who are negative with what you say to. Don't listen only to the people who agree with you, because if you move with a set of people and only you they teach them, you know nothing to learn, you know. You have to move with some people who teach you too. See how you can drag down a man, somebody can drag you down. See how you can lift up a man, lift up people, and lifting up will follow you. Find people to lift up. Find the pedophile, you know, to send them to prison. Help them to change so that they not be derogative to other people's children and yours. Me's a dignified man. Everybody can look for me on Facebook. Me not there for boast and brag, brother. This is no boast, me no blogger. Me not there for boast. Me there for make constructive, conscious suggestions and decisions. Mr. Vegas, balance yourself. I mean, I say to you one more time. When you listen to this, you don't have to respond. Go in a mirror. Sit down and look in your own face. Enough beautiful woman wear mask right now, we can't see it. What is the value of beauty? The beauty is when in your mind and in your head. It's what come out of your mouth. No matter what you think remain in your head. What come out of your mouth defile you. Think before you talk. Don't jump on everybody and accuse and attack. Instead of you attack people, help them. Some things where you can say about publicly to people, you don't have to say it publicly. Call them and privately say it. And do not be derogative to people who don't agree with you. It's not a valuable. It shows feebleness of intellect. Mr. Vegas, rise above. You're a great artist. Continue to be. And if blogging going to cause you to lose your pedestal, ease off it. Or take a back step, pause off of the internet for a while. You have been speaking without jottings. You are speaking from your mind, and everybody have that capacity. Jot down the things you're going to say, or the things you are saying is going to come back to haunt you, because you're mixing up some of the things that you are saying, and you're saying what you should not be saying. A man who's writing a speech, you write for somebody else. But a man who's making a speech, you make jotting so you can sequentially follow what you are saying in your speech. Bless up, Mr. Vegas. You're a good artist. Continue being that way. And analyze your blogs, not tear down people. And stop promote girly. Promote yourself. Bless up. Mackie Conscious Views.